I just think we're such an exciting organisation to work for, and I genuinely mean that. I think we're breaking the mould in a lot of ways in terms of financial services.
I think we definitely have been on a journey that's allowed us to grow. Each year we've done double-digit growth in terms of our sales. Each year we've challenged ourselves across all of the different areas to deliver projects.
We have very high ambitions for what is a relatively small business in terms of the number of people that work here. So it's hard work at times, but we tend to deliver.
Moving forward now, we need to solidify our position and make sure that we're the brand of choice.
We're not an organisation of 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people. We're sort of 500, 600 people. So you tend to find the agenda when you're trying to deliver sustained growth. And you're not a massive organisation. I think the going feels a bit tougher.
Now this is about what's the scale of our ambition and what's the difference we really want to make. And I don't think that's just about products and services. I really do think it's about the people in our affinity.
We spend a lot of time out with the military, so lots of the people that work for us have been married to, are married to, or have other people in their family that are part of the military. I think we spend a lot of time trying to understand what's going on, and because of that, it enables us to then have a look at our products and start to tailor them to be able to then be at a point where the military think that they need it. We're already there with sort of it wrapped up in a box with a bow on for them.
Hand on heart, I can honestly say I've never worked for a business that is so focused on its members and customers.
I think we want to do the right things for our members, and we want to keep doing the right things for our members. And the world doesn't stand still, as we all know, so that's the driver for us.
I think all of us are trying to make the lives of our customers easier.
What we do every day, how we deliver to our members and the service we provide does truly differentiate Police Mutual to its competitors, and it's actually really quite rare in financial services to find that.
I think it's fascinatingly interesting that we have a financial services organisation that doesn't have purely financial goals in mind.
It's not about delivering economic growth only, or economic growth. It's about doing the right things for people, both internally and externally.
The way we set out our strategy and what we say is quite clear. We are all about enriching people's lives, changing people's lives for the better. We're not about profit, we are non-for-profit. So the messages I think we set out are quite clear. I think largely, certainly nowadays with the investment in our marketing and how we change our marketing collateral and the brand messages, I think that's clearer than it probably ever has been in the past. So I certainly think as an organisation, we're addressing some of the ways in which we didn't particularly bring the brand message to life in the past. I think we do now, and I think that message is really compelling and a lot clearer.
We've tried lots of different things over the last 18 months. What we now need to do is do fewer things more simply, and for me it's about brilliant basics, and what I've tried to say to the team is do fewer things, but do them better.
Because we're in financial services, there's an awful lot of audit trail, a lot of paperwork, a lot of committees, a lot of things need to be done in writing. I think we could probably simplify the business a bit more to make it easy for people.
Certainly the environment and the culture that I'm working in, I think people are really focused on what we want to achieve. They're very collaborative, they're very supportive. And yeah, you'll get feedback when feedback's required, but it's always with good intent.
Two-way communication is really encouraged, and I think now that the team can see that and are part of that, and I think we all understand that we all have our own part to play in making our business a success.
We're of a size that it is practical, that you can work closely together and you can go and talk to people that you want to talk to. It shouldn't be that hard.
There's a real sense of individuals wanting to work together to get the best outcomes, both for colleagues and for members. That's really refreshing for me because, coming from a more corporate background, it's not always like that.
What we need to do is all of us together working within our individual areas and collectively start to think in a different way. We need to think about the activities that we undertake on a day-to-day basis. We need to think about what's the benefit of those activities for the member. And we need to start to think about how we would articulate what comes out of those activities, and is it truly adding benefit and value to our members? Because if it isn't, I think we need to question ourselves. If it is, then we need to do more of that, because that's the crucial bit of the next 3 years. We have to prove how we are improving the lives for those that put their life on the line.
There's a lot to do, there's a lot to get on with. It's frightening the amount that we're trying to do, and I think we need to focus on what's important.
I think the challenge for us over the next 3 years is how we all as a business articulate and quantify what improving the lives means and how we demonstrate that.
I think everything we do, we should question ourselves and say, how is this making members' lives easier, happier, longer, and how do we know? And I think when we've got that little devil on our shoulder, that means every time we pick something up, we're asking ourselves those questions, then we'll have cracked it.